question just about anti-Semitism, because you've talked so much about it online and elsewhere. Where do you think it came from in this last generation? And you ran a university, you ran Harvard. What do you think has happened when we see some of the comments coming out of both the students but also the faculty?
Look, there's, maybe that's the right question, but maybe a different question would be, there's been 3,000 years of history of anti-Semitism, and anti-Semitism is an important part of the history of great universities in the United States, great universities in England, with particular virulence, great universities in Germany in the 1920s. So why exactly the null hypothesis should be that there's no anti-Semitism, I think is a very profound question. I think in terms of understanding the current anti-Semitism, it is basically that whatever your intersectionality left ideology is, brown versus white, rich versus poor, European versus non-European, whatever it is, Israel has become the focus of it. And those ideologies have come to have immense attractiveness on the left and on college campuses. Look, these things are incredibly complicated, and I find it enough to struggle with economics and AI, and I'm no expert on the Middle East, but I think I know enough to say this. If you really and honestly think that human rights for Palestinians and opportunities for Palestinians are the central challenge of our time, so that they should be the defining thing of what's happening at universities, shouldn't you either, A, devote at least 5% of your rhetoric to remarking on the fact that a range of Arab countries have not exactly been friendly to Palestinian interests over the last 50 years, or B, that Palestinians are not the only oppressed people, the only subjugated people, the only people subject to violence or human rights abuse. And if you are a person who discourses at great length on that topic and never mentions, either the injustices that are happening to other peoples or the sins of others besides the Israelis with respect to the Palestinians, I have to say that your motives are deeply, deeply suspect. And that is a comment on many, many people on our college campuses, including some who lead them.